Complying with the strict regulations. Carlson going well as usual. Where else can you motor and see a rhino? He's quite fresh. Hughes and Billy Young. The winning Cortina and its drivers.
In its heyday, the Safari Rally was an epic of an event, taking up to 6 days and ranging across most of East Africa. It was known to car Zephyrs and Mercedes-Benz. By the mid-60s, the first factory teams became interested, relying on the same locals who had the expertise to cope with the unique East African conditions. It took until the 20th running of the event in 1972, as Safari became known as the ultimate test for the cars. Manufacturers such as Lancia Safari on their first attempt. Toyota and Lancia were kings of Safari in the early 90s, Biasion, Vordergaard and Kankkunen. Then it was the turn of a new generation of drivers. Carlos Sainz in 1992, Tommy Mäkinen in 1996, and Colin McRae in 1997. By now, the event had shrunk in size to 3 days and only 2,000 kilometres, but a win on Safari was still the biggest jewel in the WRC crown. The brand new Ford Focus took its maiden win on this epic event in '99 with Colin McRae.
The big thing is it was only the third ever World Championship event with.
The World Rally Championship is actually one of the biggest sporting events in the world, and for us as a destination to be hosting this great rally championship in Kenya after 19 years is really a momentous occasion for Kenya. And for us, we are looking at the rally as an opportunity to be able to showcase what destination has to offer, both for our international audiences as well as for the domestic. I think the Safari Rally holds a lot of nostalgia for Kenyans who remember the rally very fondly from their childhood days, for example, when it was a staple of our Easter holidays, and the rally had a massive following. And that is why the government put in serious efforts to woo back the WRC to bring the rally back to Kenya, and this was finally successful after 19 years. So indeed we expect that this rally in this year will actually rekindle the love and affection that Kenyans have for rally, and we expect to see that this will gain even new fans who may not have had perhaps an opportunity to be there when the rally was being run in Kenya before 2002. So we do expect that going forward, and since this will be an event that is not just for this year, but we expect that over the years, as the rally is run in Kenya, the love of Kenyans for rallying as a sport will exponentially increase, and thereby we will be able to use that platform to showcase what Kenya has to offer. And for those of us who may be able to remember the rally, indeed a lot of the footage and the pictures and the videos that you will find on the rally actually captured the beauty of Kenya as by way of its natural attractions. There is a lot of content where you are able to see the confluence between rallying and wildlife and sceneries and the culture of the people of Kenya. So indeed, anybody coming in for the rally will be able to experience not just the thrill of the rally action, but our other attractions such as the Masai Mara Game Reserve, our natural environment, for example, the Great Rift Valley. Around Naivasha, the Great Lakes, of course, our UNESCO World Heritage Site. So we do have a lot of attractions, even just around Naivasha, where the rally will be held. But for those who would also want to venture beyond Naivasha, the country itself holds quite a myriad of other attractions, such as the beach and our other attractions where they can interact with the Kenyan culture. So indeed, we are asking rally fans who are able to visit Kenya to not only sample what we have by way of the rally, but also to take time to experience what Destination Kenya has to offer.
My name is Steven. I'm the resident naturalist in Treetops. And I'm here to talk briefly about how Treetops started and how it is, and the historical events that have taken place in Treetops over the years. Princess Elizabeth II visited on February 5th, 1952 as a way of celebrating her honeymoon. And it is during that visit on February 5th, 1952, when she learned of her accession to the throne, because during that night, her father, King George VI, died. And therefore, on February 5th, 1952, that is when, during that night, the father died, and she automatically became the queen. She got the information when she was here. After the queen visiting here, there are a lot of activities that started mushrooming or coming up in the country. And one of the activities to commemorate that was that the colonial government started what was known as the East African Rally. And it was started the same year in 1952, just to commemorate the importance of the Queen visiting Treetops and becoming of Princess Elizabeth visiting Treetops and becoming the Queen when she was here in the country. Therefore, to commemorate that, they started the East African Safari Rally, which was later changed into the Kenya Safari Rally. We are still in the Aberdare National Park, and we are in the Mollard areas. And here, in the Mollard areas, we have so many waterfalls. One of them being the Magula waterfalls, which is down there, and it has a cave. And in this area is where the Queen Elizabeth, when she came for the second visit, this is where she had lunch. And after having lunch here, with a group that she was accompanying her, they went down to see the Magura waterfalls. And in the Magura waterfalls, there is also the cave which was named after her, that is the Queen's Cave. And it's very beautiful, whereby one can go inside there, enter into the cave and see the water flowing in front of you, in front of a person when a person is inside the cave. We are still continuing with our safari in the Aberdare Ridges, or in Aberdare National Park, and we are now in by the side of Karuru waterfalls. Aberdare National Park is one of the most beautiful parks in Kenya, and it's divided into the forest, mountainous forest kind of vegetation. And we are now in the mollards. In the mollard is where the Karuru waterfalls is. And it has 3 steps. The first steps being 383 meters down, the second one being 84, and the third one being the highest being 427. It is one of the most significant national waterfalls in Africa, simply because other than being near treetops and being in Aberdare National Park, it is also one of the major towers of Kenya, supplying waters to areas like Nairobi, and also used in lower part of Kenya to produce hydroelectricity.